So, what is the hardest conversation you've ever had with a client?
I think one of the things to first note though is like one of my beliefs in my role and what I do is I'm obligated to have the hard discussion when it's required.
Mhm.
And it's not very comfortable sometimes. Um, so our business is very specific. So we deal in like three clear subsets of companies. We deal in organizations that want to scale up, but then don't know how to scale.
Mhm.
We deal in organizations that have succession planning who are going to sell their business off or they're going to give it to their kids or whatever they're going to do. And then we have a subset of our business that is companies that are arguably not strong companies that come to us and they're like, we've got to get fixed because they may have a debt covenant. They may not be profitable. They may have all kinds of things going on, right? Partners separating, whatever. And so the interesting thing is that all those different places is that there's always some type of a hard discussion. And a lot of the hard discussions revolve around a CEO or an executive has an emotion around the way that the business is operating versus being willing to face the facts. And that happens because a lot of executives are very forward thinking or very entrepreneurial spirited and things like that, but then they don't want to look at the facts of the business. And so I think like the hardest discussions that I have to have in general is when a company is doing bad and they believe that they're going to fix it with people. And so they'll go hire people, even though the company doesn't need to hire people. They just need to get better operationally. These are hard discussions because I have to look at CEOs and tell them, hey, you're going to go out of business, or hey, you're not going to pay your bills, or hey, you're not going to be able to actually put money in for your family this month because of these decisions that you made. And it's tough, right?
Yeah, it sounds uncomfortable, right?
Um, it is uncomfortable, but like, we've been in this business a long time. And so I definitely find myself more comfortable with it. And I just tell them, like, this is going to be uncomfortable. Like, you're not going to like what you're going to hear. Right now, the other side of that, though, is that a lot of these conversations result in remarkable results, too.
Mhm.
And so, a lot of these conversations, you have it today. Well, in 120 days, the ones that actually buy in, now the conversation is completely different. The conversation is, we did it,
Yeah.
we made it, now it's time to go. And if I looked across the portfolio of all the companies that we work with, like these are the ones that end up becoming the best of the best. These are the ones that make the PCT 100 or actually could be better than most of those companies. These are the owners that are flying around planes and driving fancy cars years down the road, right? And so, it feels really good to see that. And there's a lot of client. I mean, I've been through that a lot of times over the years. And so, but when you look at somebody dead in the eye who's a killer CEO in their mind, and you have to tell them that they're failing, that's the hardest conversations I have to have.